What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with Double Lives of Suburban Wives, Season 1, Episode 2, The Secret of My Success. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure y'all like the videos so I can stay in the algorithm, okay? And also, since I have a hype feature now, make sure you guys are hyping up the videos. Okay, shout out to the hype feature, okay? Oh, baby, this little monetization thing is a thing. Not only that, y'all, I am on the road to 1K. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend and tell a friend. If you've been snooping around on my channel, just come on in. It's cool over here. It is great to be in the hood, okay? So yeah, episode 2. Let's talk about episode 2, okay? Y'all know the episode picked up with the ladies being thrown out of the gym because they recognized Bree from her content. And I was like, that's really petty. Like, just because you recognize her does not mean you have to throw her out. If you didn't want the cameras in, then say you don't want the cameras in. But to throw this lady out was definitely beyond me. And it just was, I feel like I said last week, it was just a bad look. Personally, it was a bad look for the owners. Like, this is your time to have your business put out there, okay? I guess. So anyway, Bree said banks have also closed their accounts because they recognize who she was. And I'm just like, baby, because y'all is really out there in Michigan or wherever the hell y'all at watching all this nasty content. Okay? Let's talk about Macy. Macy pissing me off. Okay? Because why do you have these two ponytails in your head like you some little girl and you're not a grown-ass woman? Okay? You aggravating the out of me because you acting like you acting like a goody two shoes when we know you online dropping it for pimp. Girl, get out my face. I be trying to be nice, okay? I really try as hard. So we get to Megan. Y'all know we met Megan last week, but we are formally introduced to Megan and Heather. And next week we gonna meet the one who they keep calling a wild card. Okay, I forgot her name real fast. But sister with the red hair. Okay, she look old, but young sister with the red hair, she'll be back next week. Megan and Tyler met in high school. They've been married for 14 years. They have 2 boys. They really have a nice home. When production showed their house, beautiful. Like, most of the ladies' houses are beautiful. And listen, I feel like I need to open up an account just so y'all can see my toes, okay, of my ankles, of my elbows, okay. Grease them up real good, okay, because I had bought y'all know I have my EOS, not EOS. That's nobody I said that, my EOS lotion. And I have Palmer's cocoa butter. Okay, that's what the girl, and I put on all my layers. But now I mix my lotion, my EOS, and I haven't done the Palmer's, but just my EOS with the brown sugar oil. Okay, baby, I'm gonna have to grease myself up on camera so I can get some money because, girl. Okay, because listen, this YouTube thing is not monetizing. I just started monetizing on YouTube and it ain't. That's not the point. Okay, work ain't honest, but it pay the bills. And I be having to work. I gotta get up and be at work. Well, I don't have to, but I get up and I get to work at 6 in the morning, 6 to 2:30. Okay, I would like to see what's the difference between my work, my 9 to 5, and this check. Okay, let me put my elbows on here so I can grease them up. Okay, so y'all can be like, girl, I want to lick your elbows. That's not the point. That was so tacky, girl. That was so tacky. Listen, it's either that or my toes. Okay, because what y'all will not see and what y'all will not get, because I'm a lady. Okay, y'all would not get these big old ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. Okay, no, not online. He wanted my boom, got him going crazy. Y'all didn't ask for this. I'm just saying, I would not have my laka online. Okay, now it might be for the right price, y'all. I don't know. Okay, he wanna lick my. Got him going crazy for that. Anyway, Megan. We was talking about Megan, okay? She was making 37. Okay, so we found out Megan have 2 master's degrees. One in English and the other one is a teaching. So she got an MED, what they call MED, Master's in Education. And so she was making $37,000 a year as a teacher. Child, the stuff y'all put. Listen, shout out to all the teachers. Okay, I was a sub, and I said, hell no, let me substitute myself back in corporate America, and that's what I did. Anyway, but that was her passion. I do think Megan is struggling with being a content creator, and the only reason she's in the content creator space is because of the money. Her and her families, they work at the funeral home. They have a funeral home, but I think she's struggling. Like, she's like, it is what it is, but at the same time she's struggling, and I get it, because I went to school to teach. I went to school to do my passion. I went to school to do my thing. However, now I'm being fired based on what's happening in my outside life. And I do understand that, because you don't want young people to, see these things. That's not something you want to do. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't go show your ra-ta-ta-ta and your laka online and not think that these kids, these kids are going to see something. If they don't see it, their parents are going to see it, and there's going to be conversation, and it's just going to be out there. I don't understand. So yeah, you can't have it both ways, ma'am. That's some type of pedophilia. Yes, teaching is your passion, but you should have just stuck with that. And you could have done something else. Like, if you wanted to be real creative and tap into your creative side, then you could have did that. But no, you wanted to show your ra-ta-ta-ta and your laka online, and this is what happens. This is the cause and effect of putting our lakas online. Thank you. Anyway, so she started making adult content, and she has made way more money. And again, you chose this. You chose to do it. You said yes. So there are going to be like cons to doing this. There are pros. The pros is the money. But the cons is that, people noticing you, families not talking to you, getting fired from your original, from your actual 9 to 5. Like, there are pros and cons to all of these things. Anyway, she said when Bree got caught, about a month later, she was outed and she lost her teaching job. She said if she could do it again, she wouldn't make adult content. She said she felt like, that's the one thing that's missing in her life. That is the void that is missing, because you can tell something is there. I like Megan, but something is there. Something is absolutely missing. And I think that passion of hers, she put it on the back burner so she can, she put it on the back burner so she can do this to try to make extra money. But let me say this, that is a telltale sign to the Board of Education. Do better, okay? If y'all were paying these teachers, and I'm talking about all across the board in all of the states, paying these teachers what the hell they work, dealing with these kids, then they wouldn't be online showing their ooh-shalaka-lakas. Okay? Don't piss me off. Then this, shut up, Erica. Shut up. Because I was about to go in. Okay? Not on the people on the show, but the fact that teachers have the hardest job. Their job is hard because they have to teach and they have to nurture kids who are not even being nurtured. That's why I say shout out to the teachers, because they have to deal with the trauma that these kids bring to school. I mean, bring from home and they bring it to school. Teaching is not for the faint. That's why I say everybody don't need to be a teacher, because everybody don't have that crap. Now you see a whole bunch of teachers that are coming out because they've been molesting students. Like, y'all, it's so much. It's so many moving parts to the world of teaching, and especially to the adults who are actually teaching these kids. Like, it used to be such a respected profession like nursing and counseling. Now y'all have dumbed these things down, aka 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay? Y'all have dumbed all of these professions down. And these three professions in particular, your therapists, your counselors, your teachers, and your nurses are sometimes the hardest jobs mentally, emotionally. They are draining mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. But there are people that are still in it, and there are people that are out there that are still, doing their thug dizzle. And I'm not mad at it. Y'all, I cannot wait to cross the threshold to get all my things. The way I am going to cry once I cross the threshold of getting my master's. Y'all don't even know this whole journey about me and this master's degree, baby. Anyway, it's not about moving along. So I just feel like teachers need to be respected, except for the ones that are being pedophiles. You hoes need to go to hell. Anyway, I hate that for her, but when you decided to cross over in this world, then it messed up over here. Y'all can't have both. And even, let's talk about the whole being in church. Y'all want to be, in the church and serving and all of that, but y'all know in that space, in that world, you will not be forgiven. You will be judged. Is it right? Hell no, that shit ain't right. No, it's not. Work ain't honest, but it pay the bills. But I feel like underneath y'all making extra money, all of y'all have been suppressed church people. And y'all want to live out y'all life. I'm not mad at it. I'm glad y'all doing that. I feel like you shouldn't be put in a box, but y'all keep teetering. You can't teeter the line. Either you won't be over here, or you gonna be over here, but you can't be both. And you can. But again, we live in a society where they won't allow it. It's not that you can absolutely do this over here and do that. But when it comes to, this is how people are going to see you. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So let's talk about where I'm confused. Because I'm confused as to what happened between Megan and Bree. Because Megan still don't want to talk about it. But my love, you cannot come on this show, have something out there and say, I'm not ready to talk about it. Either you're going to put it out there or not. So as I'm watching this, and when I got to this point, this is exactly what I wrote in my notes. However, I will say this. I think she thinks that Bree outed her. And I think that's the whole thing. When she said, what made me feel that way is when she said, once Bree got caught, then like 30 days later, she got caught. So, yes, that's where it starts and that's where it stops. But we'll get there because they're going to talk about it. So, we meet Heather. Heather is a chaos. Everything is just, it's a lot going on in that house. It's a lot. It's a lot of people. It's a lot. But it's something about that husband, Sean, that makes me chuckle just a bit. Okay? So Heather is a mom, a wife, and a director of admissions for a nursing facility. Now, I don't know if that's similar to a DON, director of nursing, or if she's over the admissions part at a skilled nursing facility. Listen, I used to work for a hospice company. Okay, shout out to y'all. But I don't know. But we meet her husband, Sean. He works for the milk company. Baby, he is the milkman. Okay, y'all know when the husband go to work, the wife get with the milkman. Okay, but no, she's married to Sean. They have 4 kids, and their mother-in-law lives with them. And they say that it's noisy and chaotic in their house. And Sean is kind of funny without trying to be funny. I clocked that. I was like, okay, I think I'm going to like him. So she said after, having her youngest son, she said, which is a lot. Now, I don't know. Please, y'all, please don't crucify me. Does he have some type of situation, like, mentally, like some type of special needs situation? You said that he's a lot. Is he ADHD, ADD? Like, he don't seem autistic to me, but maybe he has that hyper attention deficit, that hyper, whatever that is. Maybe he's ADHD. And he does it. He screams. He does, but not intentionally. I think they've allowed the space for their house to be chaotic. So I think this is how the little one shows up. How he's been able to show up. So I don't know. I just need them to just dig a little more in that. But again, I said when it came to this show, I wish they had not put their kids on this show. However, I guess it is what it is, y'all. So she was feeling down about herself after having her last baby, and she was feeling self-conscious about her body and her weight and all of the things. And so her husband Sean started posting pictures online of her, and she was like, it boosted her ego, and her confidence. And then somebody actually reached out to her about entering into the world of adult content. I just need y'all to wear a bit of a makeup or a little foundation or something, baby, because a couple of y'all on here are Asian. But you know what? That's because people can say that about me. They can be like, girl, you look all a bit of 43. And I'm going to say 43 where? Okay, because it's definitely not giving that. I'm just saying. Dang it. So, apparently, Heather has been able to keep this secret for 3 years. Her kids doesn't know. Her mother-in-law does not know. So, she does content when she falls asleep. When everybody in the house falls asleep, there's a door down in their basement that I guess her and her husband designed just for her, to go in there and do content. And I'm like, girl, can you set the scene? Because it just looked like a old locked in basement. Like, it just give creepy. But I just need you to set it up, because do you literally stand there and say, hey guys, just standing there like you ain't got no bed, there is no point of situation, there is none of that. You just like, you want to lick my rides, Y'all know I don't know that song. Got them going crazy for this ooh shalaka. Okay? Like, is your ooh, like, you got your ooh shalaka down on that cold bare floor? Like, it just, you got no pictures or nothing. Like, when you do back shots, what do you hold on to? What do you like, what is your inspiration? Okay? Is art, what is art? Is art? When a tree falls, does it make a sound? Like, girl, what is your inspiration? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm wasting time. So these ladies, I mean, well, not Heather, because Heather got busted. I mean, not Megan. Megan got busted, but Heather she don't know the backlash she's going to get with all of this. So, all right. So we get to Bree. Bree, she says she told us that she grew up in the church and she no longer subscribes to the ideal of church. And y'all know church is a social construct to me. But she don't subscribe to anything like as far as like religion go. So Bree mom tells her, I'm glad she made the decision to make content. Bree tells her mother, like, I'm glad I made the decision to make content because now I'm able to afford everything, my needs and the needs of my daughter and my household and whatnot. And I have the biggest question, because it's given, what y'all niggas got going on? Okay, do they work? Are they y'all hus pimps? Because I need to know. I need answers. Okay, because they are all kind of okay with y'all bringing home the bacon, cooking the bacon, and eating the damn bacon, and they eating it with you, or they grilling the bacon. Okay, what the hell do they do? Are they y'all hus pimps? Let me know. Okay, let me know, because they really too okay with y'all, dropping it for pimp and moving y'all ooshalaka-lakas on down to the internet. Okay, girl. Anyway, but I'm not mad at it. I told y'all I'm gonna put my toes in my elbows. He wanna lick my God, I'm going crazy. I'm sorry. Maybe a little ADD. Maybe a little touch of the ADD. I don't know. I ain't never been diagnosed. Anyway, Bree, when Bree was outed, her mom asked her if it was going to be on the 5 o'clock news, which y'all know that lady is down in that church and she is embarrassed because that lady don't want to be embarrassed by none of this foolery that y'all got going on with you and your men and y'all body parts. Okay? Anyway, she said she thanks her mom for stepping in, and her mom said, listen, it's not for me to judge right before you judge, okay? She said, but that's not the life I would have wanted for my daughter. Girl, who's asking you? Okay, let me ask you a question, mama, since that's not the life you wanted for your daughter. Because I feel like with that money that you didn't want for your daughter, that life that you didn't want, I bet you your daughter is funding something for you. Do you complain then? Probably not. Anyway, moving along. So the mama is hogged down crying in her confessional. Man, what the hell is you crying for? It's a grown ass woman. Why we crying? Okay. She said, I just don't want Bree to do content forever. Ma'am, you think your daughter gonna be sitting here old dusty with gray hairs all down her ooshalaka-laka, putting it, you know what? I mean, she might. I don't know, girl. I don't know, mama. I'm Okay, giving y'all that piece of cougar puss. Sorry. So Heather and Megan, okay, they meet up for lunch. Heather says she likes Megan because Megan is down to earth, and I will say this: Megan does give really down to earth. I think that disconnect with her and Bree, and hopefully Bree can be honest with her, because something about it tells me that Bree may have said something to somebody and they said something happened, and I think Bree is the key to unlocking all of this ish. Okay. She says she don't want to be outed, and she says she didn't. This is what Heather is saying. So Heather has to come and say what she have, put her stuff out there, but she says she doesn't want to be outed, not only because she may possibly lose her job, but this is her main job where there is insurance provided, and she may not have enough money alone in content. Listen, Heather, I'ma just suggest this. You need a little makeup, la mama. Like you giving all bit of I'm a 45-year-old mama. Okay, I'm a soccer mom. Okay, that's what you was giving. It didn't give sexy. Okay, you just didn't exude with this aura of sexiness. Okay, like Strong J on Boomerang. This is the essence of schmicks. I'm just saying, girl. I think Megan is amazing. Like, Megan has the body type. She makes it look beautiful. And her eyes, Jesus, she has some beautiful eyes. And I will say that she knocks it out the park. Okay, she top tier. Then I would go Bree, and then everybody else just look like, even Tammy bring a little something. Okay, Tammy give y'all Mother of the Year, but when she go in that room and she lock that door, she give you, baby, I'm finna rock my ooshalaka, my ooshanana, or whatever they call that shit. That's what that lady give. Okay, I'm just saying. Not only that, Megan, her husband helps her with the content. So they asked Tyler, was he a little jealous? He was like, no, because at the end of the day, she's mine. You may have saw her coochie once, but I got her all the time. Okay, that's what he said. He didn't say that, but he said that. Okay, so Megan says that her aunt that she was really close with stopped fooling with her just based on all of this, and I just feel like that's so sad. That's so sad. Like, this so judgmental at its finest, y'all. It is sad and it is wrong, and I don't understand why people insert themselves in the lives of other people instead of just, it's this level of entitlement that y'all think y'all have to people. Y'all have got to stop. Like, it feels like sometimes it gives, I can't do what she do, so I'm gonna be pissed off at her. It's just weird behavior, and I just think that y'all should not do that. Anyway, Megan said that teaching was her passion. Megan is crying at this point, because I think she does have super regrets. Anyway, Tammy talks about how her husband gets dressed. He used this app. He knows the amount of clothes he has, shirts. He has it in a certain way, in a certain order, and that's fine. It's whatever, but he used an app in order to get dressed. Okay, sir. So then we get to Tammy and Drew's barbecue. Bree tells Tammy that Megan may feel a way about not being invited to the gym. And I'm just like, Bree, girl, stop. That's not why this lady is mad. I'm going to tell y'all why. You know why this lady mad. And I feel like you did have something to do with that. Anyway, Macy tells Heather and Megan how they were kicked out of the gym. And I'm like, it's real convenient of you, Macy, to let them know that you were kicked out of the gym. But the other two get to stand back and act like nothing is going on. Anyway, Macy, again, she pissing me off because you keep trying to play this innocent role. Okay? Again, girl. So, Bree claims she don't know what's happening between her and Megan. She's uncomfortable with Megan's presence. And Tammy takes all the ladies away to have a conversation down at the cul-de-sac. Okay? Bree wants to talk about what happened. Megan feels like this conversation shouldn't be happening in front of any of these ladies. And it should be a private conversation between you and I. There's not the time and the place. This is a barbecue. When I tell you I was not mad at Megan, but at the same time, ma'am, you need to put that shit out there because you was the one that brought it up. Put it out there. But you don't have to put it out there in front of the girls, because then it gives what I'm about to say, I'm spacing. It gives the rest of the women access to bring in their opinion. So I get it. I do get it. Anyway, again, I was thoroughly confused, but Megan said in her confessional, she think that Bree outed her when Bree was outed, and Megan hasn't been able to let that go, and it's been 3 years. And I'm like, geez, girl, you can hold a grudge, but I guess when you don't talk about something and you let everything fester, it turns into this huge thing. So, I noticed, this is what I noticed about Bree, and I'm almost done with this, y'all. I noticed Bree saying to the lady she don't know what's going on, but then when you get in your confessional, you're saying that Megan needs to be held accountable. So which one is it? What does she need to be held accountable for if you don't know why she's pissed? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay. So I'm kind of inclined to believe Miss Megan. Okay, baby, the way Megan is taking is hard. Okay, my girl taking it hard. But obviously they will have a conversation. This comes on Sundays, y'all, and I'm going to try to review this on Sunday. Okay, so I can stay on track. Also, I will review Love and Marriage Huntsville when it comes back. I will review, of course, y'all know I'm reviewing Beauty in Black when it returns. There's something else I think I wanted to review. Y'all, I'm not, I don't know. I was thinking about that whole Kardashian thing. Y'all, the episode has ended. Okay. That's all I got. But yes, Love and Marriage Huntsville, whenever it comes back, whatever is out, I'm gonna see, and I really need to make my schedule, but I can't make my schedule till I catch myself up, y'all. I really have to catch myself up. So yes, anyway, this is your girl Q1 reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will catch y'all in the next video, which will be after this. Bye bye.